takes up at Pease Air Force Base, New Hampshire. Today's date, 6th of June, 1984. Right now, we're at a part of the base called Beverly Pond. It's equivalent to Loring Air Force Base's Malabine Lake area. It's sort of like a recreation picnic area for the base. People come here to swim when the weather's a lot warmer and to have picnics. Right now, we're taking a picture of a family that's in the middle of a picnic. Huh?
This is an omen. He's going to be a cop.
Oh, uh-oh.
This is an omen, I said.
That is an omen. But as soon as I saw you, I said, he looks like somebody I know.
Not me.
I know, that's what I was telling him. He's never been here before.
Oh, you haven't been here before?
Never.
Oh, okay.
Unless you've been down in Connecticut.
No.
There you go.
Driving through.
So then I guess we don't know each other.
How do you like the base so far?
Maybe we passed him.
I don't know, I've only been here an hour.
Oh, well.
It's a lot different from when I was in, but...
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's, we were here, what, 3 years ago we were stationed here.
Yeah.
Before we had a chance to go overseas, which we're glad we did.
Well, he's going to be on the security force on the post here
Uh-oh.
somewhere. Uh-oh.
Well,
that sounds like trouble.
Well, this is a tough base, but all you got to do is keep a positive attitude and you can make it. No problem at all. That's the main thing.
I just told the guy at the gate was the one that told us that it's rougher for the cops now.
Yeah. Well, it always was rough.
In what way? I mean, which way?
Oh, I don't know. It's just a post. It's pretty strict, being that it's a SAC base.
Yeah.
And SAC bases are strict anyhow. I didn't think it was that bad myself. You know, I was stationed here. I came here as an airman, airman one striper, and I made out okay. You know, it's just.
This was our first base.
Yeah. It's like anywhere else. It's what you make of it, is what it is. See? Any place can be terrible if you make it a bad assignment.
That's all.
See? So keep a positive attitude and you have no problem at all. You make out all right. Because everybody kept telling me how terrible it was when I first got here. And like I said, I didn't think it was all that bad.
You get to know people and get out and do things.
Biggest thing is getting used to the guys on flight. You know, you run into a few animals out there, but they're just having a little fun, that's all.
Don't let him pull the light check on you.
Light check?
Yeah.
Yeah, they pull a few tricks, don't pay it no mind. It's no big deal.
Runway check.
Yeah. I take it you're going to be living in the dorm or off base?
Yeah, in the dorm.
In the dorm? Okay. And they still have dorm 8? Is that still the dorm everybody lives in?
Yeah, that's it, dorm 8.
Yeah, so they haven't moved out of it yet. Well, not that much has changed, huh?
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Yeah, we lived off, naturally, we lived off base. We lived on Lafayette Road. This place hasn't changed too much. It's about the same. Right now, we're being fully recorded.
Nice meeting you, folks.
Nice meeting you too, sir. Take care. Good luck to you.
Guy's working.
Let's take a closer one of the lake. Latrines, so forth.
Yeah, I told him I was telling you. I said I was wondering where they came from.
Yeah, you remember we first got here. You're on candid camera. Okay. We won't let the secret get around. Let's see. This lake or pond is not as pretty as Malabim Lake. The water here seems a lot dirtier for some reason. At least to me it does anyhow. Alright, those are the things they put in the water during the swimming season. Sort of like floaters. People use them as diving boards, platforms. Sort of a man-made pier. I don't know. They sort of float on the water. They're made out of aluminum and styrofoam. Yeah, aluminum and styrofoam. Little shack so we can change your clothes. Same thing I just said, God's country. Hey, a little playground type area. Swings, so forth. This hasn't changed that much from the way I remember it. And there's old Betsy, the car. Well, this is enough of Pebbly Pond. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see the forest for the trees, huh? Like we said, this is God's country. Pebbly Pond was one of our first stops when Barbara and I first came to Pease Air Force Base in '78. I think it was sometime in September of 1978 when we first arrived at Pease Air Force Base, where I was stationed for 2 years until my assignment to Aviano, Italy. Oh well, so much for Pebbly Pond. I don't want to waste too much film on this place. It's all right, but it ain't all that great. Fading out. All right, we're leaving the area of Pebbly Pond right now.
I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to get this spot here because it's right in the wrong spot. Wipe it off.
All right.
There we
What you see in the background is the dog kennels. That's the CQ building for the dog kennels. Right there. And there's the building where the dogs are kept. Right in back of that truck in those cars. In the background, here we see the WSA, Weapons Storage Area. Normally pictures are not allowed of the WSA, but they can't see anything about me taking pictures from the outside. Now can they? Tape is rolling. Right now we're coming up upon the WSA, the ECP. Let's see if we can get a fast shot of this. Entry control point. To the weapons storage area.
You get a picture of that little shack too, since you were in there.
What's that?
Oh,
Oh, the gate shack, yeah.
One of your famous gate shacks.
Yep. That's the gate shack I used to get stationed in almost all the time. That was one of my favorite ones. I shouldn't say favorite, that's just the one that they like to put me in. For me, that was a popular gate shack. I remember that. I was an Airman 1 striper. And that was the gate shack that I humped most of the time. Although that wasn't the only one, but that was the one that I was in most frequently. And there it is, the WSA Weapons Storage Area at Pease Air Force Base. And now we're heading back toward civilization, which is about 5 miles away. Just like at Loring, the WSA is out in the woods, away from all civilization. There's a bridge where we have to post sentries, or where they used to post sentries. I don't know if they're still doing that. Anytime there was a convoy. That's where they put their safe corridor sentries. Usually they were augmentees or LEs. Sometimes they even put a security boy up there, right alongside the bridge. All right, there's the sand pit area, where a lot of SPs used to get stuck, get their vehicles stuck. When they're out on those outside SARTs, for some reason they go in there and think they're going to go four-wheeling, end up getting stuck. A lot of times they get their license pulled. And there's Short Street right there. That's the entrance to the Flightline area. And that's the primary convoy route. Or it used to be anyway. I don't know if it still is or not. Keep in mind, I haven't been stationed here for over 3 years. So I don't know what's changed or what's still the same or what. As you can see, we're out here in God's country. There's absolutely nothing out here. Nothing but the trees. Not too much different from Loring. That's why I always said Loring and Pease are very similar. Right. Now here's the bulk storage, fuel storage yard. Get a fast shot of that. Yeah, bulk fuel storage facility. And coming up ahead is the law enforcement desk.
parking got better now in this round.
Yep.
Just want to get, what do you call it, the station.
What's that?
We
Oh yeah, definitely that. No doubt about it.
got about 45 minutes. By the time we drive over there.
Yeah, we just passed the law enforcement desk. That was fast. Yeah, we get it next
Well,
time.
I'm doing no. In fact, I'm not even doing the speed limit.
Yeah, I know. It's only so slow you can go, I know. No biggie. Library. We're just doing a fast shuffle anyway. We don't have time to do a big, complete tour. Yep. And the Pease gas station. On the way out, we have to stop by here and get some gas. Or not here, someplace anyway. Doesn't matter. And there's a big heating plant building for Pease. That building right there. The one at Loring is a lot bigger than this one. But for here, that's the one. That's the one for Pease. Plus the big bulk oil tank. Storage tank for oil, fuel oil. And there's a softball field. Coming up ahead is the commissary, the Pease Air Force Base commissary. You want to go into the parking lot of the commissary right fast. We'll hit the commissary and the BX real quick. Get a fast shot of it. Commissary from a side view. There it is, commissary. And the main exchange, brand new one. That was recently built. That was built after we left. Shopping center. This is like Pease Air Force Base version of the shopping center. The shopping mall, whatever you want to call it. Looks nice from the outside. And the commissary. Raggedy looking building, isn't it? Hasn't changed a bit. Okay, I guess we can head down toward the rec center and the club.
I was gonna go down to housing.
Okay, housing, whatever. We're coming upon, to the left, the education building, if that's where it still is. That's where it used to be anyway. Might be just a dorm now, who knows. Across the street on your left is a wing command post. Or at least it was a wing command post. I think it still is. Yeah, it is. There it is, a wing command post. Pease Air Force Base, wing headquarters. There it is. Oh yeah. Let's see, might as well go in the parking lot so we can get a good shot of it. Because I can't get it to the left. This damn seatbelt hinders me. USAF Medical Facility. And there's the Pease Air Force Base Hospital. We get a quick shot of this. And there's the main entrance right there. And, okay, that looks good. In the background, housing area, the base. See, here at Pease, the dental clinic is inside of the hospital building itself. We're now coming upon the billeting, the Pease billeting facility. In other words, sort of like a temporary lodging facility for people who are PCSing, that is, moving either to or from Pease Air Force Base where they can stay temporarily.
Barbershop.
Yeah, I know the barbershop we just hit. And there's the billeting facility right there. Billeting office. That's where you sign up and whatnot for a room. We couldn't get one tonight because they're booked. They have a lot of TDY air crews in tonight. Hey, the housing area's improved, hasn't it?
Now what?
I don't know. Strange. Never heard of no crap like that. Let's try this one here to the left. See what happens.
You gotta be able to get through somehow.
Yeah, people got to get in and out, unless they go the other way, you know, because this is sort of like a circle. There's the Pease housing area. They got nice looking garages. It's not a bad looking housing area. At least it's not a ghetto like the one in Loring. We can hit the officers club on the way back, get a fast shot of that. The officers club will be to our right coming up. There it is. That, my friends, is the Pease Air Force Base Officers Club. Fast shot of that. Very fast. Hospital again. Place where Barbara spent a lot of time when we were stationed here at the Pease Hospital. For a sugar, plus to get an operation, to get a cyst removed. So she's very familiar with this place. Good hospital. We like that hospital. Very impressive. All right. And right now, we are coming up upon the Security Police Squadron. There's the Pease Auto Hobby Shop right there. Auto Hobby Shop. Fast shot it in. And there's some of the docks adjacent to the Cop Squadron building. We're going into the parking lot now. There's one of the guys going to work right now, one of the SPs. There's one of the docks over there, another dock, and there's Security Police Squadron. The 509th SPS. Get into the other parking lot over there, boy.
What?
The one right there, see that? And then go circle right around. No, that's parking lot right there. Now, there's the entry control point to the double APA. That's where I used to work. I spent half my life right there. I was entry controller. Here's one of the docks. Yeah, just right in this parking lot.
Well, I'm not gonna.
Here's some of the peacekeepers. I just want to get a close-up of the building. And those are the peacekeepers. Security police armored vehicles. Weigh about 10 tons apiece. And there it is. There it is. 509th Security Police Squadron. We set the standard. Sets the standards. Lieutenant Colonel J.F. Kinney, Commander. And that's the building, SPS, or SPO. All right, Will. Heading toward the rec center and the club. Oh, there's the in-flight kitchen for Loring, not Loring, but for Pease. Right there, and it's near the chow hall, otherwise known as the Scarford Bar. Good old in-flight kitchen, that's where they make the box nasties. And there's SIBO, right over there, People Center. That's Pease Air Force Base's SIBO. And the fire department right there. Fast shot. Youth Center. And there's the Yankee Clipper Dining Hall. Fast shot of that right there. Otherwise known as a Scarfing Bar. Here it is. And that's the People's Inn, if I remember right. That's one of those little restaurants on base, sort of like the base cafeteria. Yeah, plus the Airman's Dining Hall now, I guess. Whatever. Airman's Open Mess. Okay, here's the rec center coming up. Well, there's a gymnasium to our left over there. Fast shot of that. Yeah, good old Pease Gymnasium. And there's the rec center to our left. And across the street would be the movie theater. And the bowling alley next to it. Right there in the background behind those trees, the bowling alley. And the movie theater right there. To the left of the bowling alley. And there's the NCO club. I almost forgot about that. Right. Let's see if I can get a shot of that. Right there. Yep, the Pease NCO Open Mess. What a mess it is, too. It was a nice looking club. I don't think it's as elaborate as the Loring Air Force Base Club. There's a chapel in the background. We used to go to that one a lot of times. Whenever we got around to going to church. Here we have the chapel. There we attended many services at the chapel and Barbara's old hangout, the bowling center. And like I said, in the background, more or less, the movie theater. Now we are now in the NCO Club parking lot. Here's the back entrance, shipping entrance. Rest of the parking lot. When I was here, I was an airman. I was not allowed to party in this club. But we used to sneak in anyhow. A lot of times. Oh yes, recreation center. That's where the Airmen's Club was. They say it's no longer there, but that's where it was. going inside the Amherst Club, the NCO Club now. We're inside the club now. Looking around, it's kind of dark in here, so we can't really see that well. There's a barber shop added on now. Somebody's getting a GI haircut. And the receptionist or the cashier behind the window. There's the dining hall part. Nobody's in there right now. How you doing?
Good.
This is the casual bar. Can't really see too well. I can hardly see a damn thing at all. We have the main ballroom. Compared to the Loring Air Force Base ballroom, this one is rather on the small side, or at least it looks on the small side anyhow. And there's a stage. I don't know how well these will come out because it's kind of dark in here. And here is the window from where they serve the drinks. I remember that. And the big dance floor, right here. We did a lot of partying on that dance floor whenever we managed to sneak in. I shouldn't say we. Barbara didn't have to sneak in. They let her in, they just kept me out. She was a woman, that was fun. And we're in the main lounge area. Oh.
What's up?
All right, how you feeling, Nick?
Pretty good, and you?
All right. Is rolling. Now here's something I haven't seen before. Must be something new. Sort of like an Air Force museum out here for old aircraft. Looks like an old B-52 bomber sitting out here on display. Isn't this something? And behind the bomber, some other kind of aircraft. I don't know what it is. It might be that B-1 bomber. Not B-1 bomber, but the same kind that bombed Hiroshima. I forget what they call it, B-14, something or other. I don't know. Flying Fortress. The direction those cars are headed is the front gate. That's the main gate to Pease Air Force Base. Those cars are headed in the direction of the main gate. And I believe we'll be passing through the main gate on the way to where we used to live when I was stationed here. Housing area in the background again. Nice. I like this lawn out here. Beautiful area, isn't it? There's the car. Tape is rolling again. Looking straight across, we see the security police barracks in the background. Over there. No, that's not the cop barracks. That's the housing referral office. it's in that building. That is a barracks. To the left are the security police barracks, Dorm 8 and Dorm 9. Dorm 9 is the A-flight barracks, plus where the females live. I don't know if they still do or not, but that's where they did live. Here's the front entrance to the chapel. And there are those bombers on display. Those old bombers. They didn't have these here before, did they, Bob?
I had a couple of them, not that many.
That's right, they sure did have a couple of them, yeah.
I had that one.
There's the front gate. Portsmouth. That's where we used to live. In Portsmouth. There's the Newington Mall across the street. Like they build up over there. Now, what we're on heading, what we're pulling onto now is called the Spalding Turnpike. And you got to be fast when you get on this, because these people around here are crazy. You got all these Massachusetts drivers. And they are nuts. These guys are downright dangerous. They're about as bad as Italian drivers. In fact, I think they're worse. A lot of car dealerships around here. Well, naturally, you know. We got a lot of GIs. We're heading for what we call Route 1, the Route 1 bypass, otherwise known as Lafayette Road. We'll be riding past the famous Yokum's restaurant. And Barb, if possible, if you don't have anything behind you on your back, see if you can slow down a little bit when we go past Yokum so I can get a good shot.
Yeah.
I don't feel like getting out of it. I just want to get a good shot of it, that's all. If possible. If not, don't worry about it. And there's Interstate 95 right up on that bridge. Those are the junctions for 95 right there. 95 south, but we'll be getting on when it's time for us to leave. Hampton and Boston. Hampton, Hereford, and Boston. Route 1. Bypass. That's our street.
Change the sign. It's brighter. Change the sign. Can't miss it now.
Yeah. Good advertisement.
Port, that's small.
The Port Motor Inn. Just think, we spent 2 years of our lives right here. This was our home. Unbelievable. We used to travel this route every day, back and forth to the base. At that time, I was an airman, and I wasn't allowed to live on base. So both of us had a raggedy-ass car, 2 raggedy cars we used to have to ride in, go back and forth. Remember how slippery these roads used to get? We almost bit the dust on these roads a couple of times. They get really bad. I wonder if Data General is still in business. No, that's right. Didn't Honey say they went out of business? There's that big bowling center, Bowlerama. That's probably where they had that candle thing crap. It's pretty famous in New England.
No, it's regular bowling.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, there's the old shopping plaza. And those apartment complexes right behind it. That's where they had low-income housing. Low-income military people live there. We never got a chance to live there. I was awfully pissed off about that, but oh well. All right, we're coming up upon Yokum's restaurant in just a second.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is it? Yeah, sure is. Downways. McDonald's. We went there a few times. Oh yes, I can see Yokum's in the background. That's Portsmouth's most famous restaurant.
We're going to stop at that gas station there, so.
Sure. Yokum's, the yoke's on you. Yeah, they used to advertise this on radio and TV all the time. Come to Yokum's restaurant, Yokum's gift shop. There's a pretty nice little stuff there. A lot of it was junk, expensive, but you know, it wasn't bad. You like those little knickknacks. I personally don't get into them, but oh yeah, the gas station. We used to always get our gas from that one. That was our gas station right there.
Self-service, full service.
Tape is rolling again. All right, we're waiting to turn the corner onto Lafayette Road. We just got finished gassing up. We used to patronize that gas station across the street every now and then. Although the one we just came from, that was our favorite one. Yeah, it was easiest to get to. It was on the way to work. Didn't have to really make any elaborate turns or whatever to get to it. Now we're on the way to our used-to-be home. Public Service Electric. Those were the people to whom we paid our electric bills, and so forth. Oh yes, there it is, the Chug-a-Lug store. Chug-a-Lug Beverages. We live right upstairs. Doesn't look like it changed a bit around here. Motorcycle. It was Federal Credit Union. That's the one we used to try to deal with. And the Chug-a-Lug store. We're going to turn it off to see who's in there. Okay, folks. We're now inside the Chug-a-Lug store where we used to shop all the time, or damn near all the time. We used to pick up a few beverages here. Sodas. I used to pick up little cigars here called Swisher Sweets. Take a quick walk down the aisle. And here's this thing that ran that air conditioner, or the heater, upstairs. This big freezer. That's why it was always so hot in our apartment. Is it still hot up there in that apartment? That middle apartment because that freezer?
He was just saying they remodeled upstairs.
They remodeled it, eh?
Yeah, they're all remodeled now. And I did mine.
Yeah.
And the fellow that moved in the center, he redid his.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl, they remodeled when Pam and Tony moved out. They remodeled that inlet.
I'll be darned.
So they got all new stuff now. It's pretty nice.
Well, sounds pretty good. Yeah, we had a good 2 years there. You know, it was a small apartment.
It's a nice, convenient place to live, for sure.
It is. It is. That's what I liked about it.
Close to the store.
Yeah, that helps. Believe it, that helped quite a few times.
I'd like to have a little setup like this. You know, you could.
Tape is rolling. Here's where we used to have to pay our rent. This was the office of the landlord. He ran like a little real estate agency, and I don't think this office is open right now, but it was at one time, and this is where we paid our. Oh, it's open. Somebody's in there, but I don't think they're inside right now. But whatever. Doesn't matter. Chug-a-lug. We're gonna take a walk upstairs. Take a look around. And we'll show you, oh, here's the downstairs part. Sometimes we used to have a little picnics and whatnot right down in there in the yard. Yeah, it was kind of raggedy, but it was fun. We'll take a, here was our mailbox right here. There it was. I'll take a quick trek up the steps. And we lived in this apartment right there. That door right there. That was our house right there. That's where we lived for 3 years. And Yokum's. That was a local station. Still is, still there. Surprised. Woolworth's still there. And we are heading toward Interstate 95 going south. Headed toward the Garden State of New Jersey.
Phew, that smell.
I don't know. Probably a garbage truck.
Hold your horses, mister.
Too much to do, run out in traffic?
Probably.
So you can watch us get hit, right? We're heading south toward New Jersey. And we're about on Interstate 95. This also runs straight into the New Jersey Turnpike, which is also called Interstate 95. Interstate 95 was also the main part of Turnpike. This road goes all the way to Florida, I'm told. Yeah, all the way to Florida. And all the way up to northern Maine. So as we can see, it goes a long way. Not too much else to see from here, folks.